Welcome back to the programme. Now, you know it's been said that Guy Fawkes is the only man who ever entered Parliament with honest intentions. And it was on this day in 1605 that he tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament in protest against the persecution of Catholics. Fawkes was hung, drawn and quartered for his troubles, but not before he'd lit a fuse that continues to burn in the hearts of amiable eccentrics like George Wyss, the leader of a maverick party called the Rainbow Alliance. George wants to see Parliament abolished entirely, and curiously enough, a recent Maori poll showed that 14% of voters think it's a cracker of an idea too. George, how would we manage without Parliament?
Oh, very easily, I should think. But not only did 14% of the electorate say that they would be from fairly likely to certain to vote Rainbow to abolish Parliament and replace it with a computerised voting system, only 37% of the 2002 people that Murray interviewed said that they would be certain not to vote to abolish Parliament and replace it with a computerised voting system. And this has been given very little coverage in the press and media in general.
Now, who would use this computerised voting system? We'd all vote, would we?
Of course we would.
And who would activate the decisions?
Well, we would. It would be government by the people, for the people.
But, I mean, let us say, let's take the Ministry of Transport now. I mean, how would we vote on things attached to that, and who would implement our decisions?
Well,
if we said...
We would still have, say, in each constituency there would be a round table committee, if you like, a team of magicians who would carry out the wishes of the people.
Yeah. But I can't see why you want to abolish Parliament. We are the mother of parliaments. It's a wonderful democratic system. It's the best in the world. Why should we abolish it?
It's a dreadful system. I mean, I heard your first interview when you were talking about
Mrs. Thatcher.
Mrs. Thatcher. 2/3 of the people apparently want her to go. More than two-thirds of the people didn't want her to come in the first place.
But that's nothing to do with getting rid of Parliament. We could solve that by having proportional representation and a Parliament.
Yes,
I just don't see how the country is going to operate without a Parliament, making laws, enforcing laws and so on, and passing
We're talking about direct representation. I mean, we are a futuristic movement, and we talk a great deal about imagination, and something that we call Leninism, as in John Lennon, and his song Imagine is a great source of inspiration to
In what
us.
way?
Well, imagine there were no countries, for instance. I mean, nationalism is a curse on all humanity, and we're looking for one world.
You want to abolish money, you want to change the calendar. You'd have to persuade the whole world to do that for it to be effective. I mean, if we abolished our money, how would we trade with other people?
Frank, we've got all sorts of ideas, and these ideas would be put to the people and let the people decide on which ideas that they believe to be best.
But you have done that, and they've decided they're crackpot ideas, and they don't vote for you.
No, that's not true. I mean, every by-election we've stood in, except for maybe two, we've actively campaigned and gone around asking people not to vote for us and not to vote for anyone, because we do claim to be the movement that speaks on behalf of the people that don't vote.
You're telling me that, in fact, when you're going around persuading people not to vote for you and they don't vote for you, that, in a sense, is a kind of victory for you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've won every by-election in this current Parliament on our terms. More people haven't voted than have voted for the official winning candidate, and the people that don't vote might as well not exist as far as opinion polls are generally concerned.
George, that's batty.
It's not batty at all. The largest single group of people on this island are the people that don't vote, Frank. And if everyone that didn't vote came out and voted Rainbow at the next general election, provided we had got our act together and raised enough finance to field candidates in every constituency, if 1 in 3 people voted Rainbow, Parliament would be abolished.
But I mean, if 1 in 3 people voted anything, I mean, they'd get into power, wouldn't they? That's what you're saying happens. Only 1/3 of the voters put a
well, precisely. We are highlighting what a ridiculous system we have.
You can't sell your policies. They think they're crackpot. They're batty. You can't say, abolish money, change the calendar. Why do you want to change the calendar?
Well, that's just by the way. I mean, there are 52 weeks in the year, and this is divided by 13, so we believe there should be 13 months in the year. But that's just my idea. That's not Rainbow policy.
Were you not born out of a split with the Raving Loony Party? I mean, were you perhaps not loony enough, or too loony for the Raving Loony Party? Why did that split happen?
Well, David Such, great guy that he is, I mean, he got together with me because I came into the political arena with a party called Captain Rainbow's Universal Party, and we got together and founded the Rainbow Alliance. But David was never very enthusiastic about abolishing Parliament. He's been trying to get into the place for 26 years. So David's gone his own way, but many other individuals have...
Well, we have to stop there. All I can say is you won't, I think, abolish Parliament, but at least you can celebrate the guy who tried to do it tonight at Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes was right, Knight. I'm going on to a party from here. Thank you very much, Frank.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, George. Well, that's it for this edition of the programme. Be sure and join me the same time, same channel tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.